I'm going to talk to you about clematis pruning. It is Feb and it is the perfect time to be pruning your clematis if it's in the right group. Now, I have got 3 different types of clematis. Well, actually, I've got 5 clematis along this fence, but they are in 3 different groups and there are 3 different ways that they need pruning. So I am going to show you each variety and talk you through exactly how you need to prune your clematis. Now, this absolute beast of a clematis is Alpina Blue Dancer, and it flowers around March, April time, and it is a group 1 clematis, which means put the prunes away, put the snips away. It is not going to be pruned. It gets very big. It's pretty vigorous. Clematis montana is another that is in group 1. Now, if you need to prune it, then you prune it straight away after it flowers. And it could be that you're just going to perhaps tidy up any new growth that's got too big, give it a bit of a haircut around the side. But you don't have to ever hard prune it. However, mine is actually really old now, and I've noticed that it's quite woody at the base, so I think this year I'm actually going to give it a really hard prune, which will mean I will lose flowers for a year, but I think it needs a tidy up and I think it's time to do that. So I'm going to show you close up what this clematis looks like. So if we have a look, and you will see what I mean, the base is quite woody and I don't have any new growth down there, so I think it's time to give it a bit of a hard prune and allow it to regrow and hopefully look nicer. Now, it is covered in buds. Can you see? It's absolutely covered. So within a month they will start to really grow. But yeah, you can see, so that will all be covered in flowers, but the base is a bit sparse. Now, you can with clematis thin it, so you can just take out some stems just to tidy it up, but as you can see, this is just enormous, so I don't even know how I would effectively do that. So for me, I'm just gonna hard prune it, and yeah, it's fine. It will leaf up next year, so I'll have loads of foliage on the fence, but I just won't have flowers. But I'm prepared to do that. So I will very much enjoy the flowers when it flowers in the spring, and then it will be time to give it a really good chop, and hopefully next year it will be all lovely and green again, and then the following year I will have my flowers back. Now we come to this clematis here, which is Nelly Mossa. She flowers around May, June time, and she is a group 2 clematis. So the only pruning that she has in Feb is a light prune around the edge, and I will show you how I do that. What you will see on a group 2 clematis is you'll be able to see where some buds are. Let's have a little closer look. So I can see some buds there, and you'll see up here where I have trimmed it. So this is very much a trim it round the edge. So I can't see any buds. I can see some buds maybe coming there, but it's literally just a tidy up at the edges, because that is going to flower on last year's growth, so you don't want to cut all of that off. It's also a really good time with group 2s to tie it in and get a shape that you're happy with. So I actually did that last week. So I've got wires all along the fence panels, and I just made sure that I was happy with where the growth was going to go. So I've tied it in along the wire just to give me a bit of a nicer shape. So I am very happy with that one. We come on to a group 3 clematis. Now this flowers later in the summer, and these ones are repeat flowers. So this one flowers from about June till about September, and they are going to flower on new growth. So you want to hard prune those, and I will show you how to do it. So you will see here that all of this is last year's growth. So all of this on a group 3 clematis comes off. And then what you want to do is follow the stems down to the base, and what you'll see is you'll see lots of buds, and what you're wanting to do is go all the way down to the first healthy pair of buds that you can see, which is often about 30 centimetres from the ground. So I can see, I mean, they do look a bit healthier than those ones, and you want to do it on all the stems. So just cut to where those healthy buds are. So I can see, I mean, the ones that are higher up do look a bit healthier, but the fact is we can see life there. I think I'm going to go to these ones here, and I can see I've got only two main stems coming from that clematis. It looks like this one got a bit damaged, and yeah, that one's actually come off. So I've just got the two main stems on this one. It's quite young. I only planted it the year before last. So the first year it didn't really do much. Last year it was amazing, and I had beautiful flowers, and I cannot wait to see what it's going to do this year. So here we go. I'm going to be really brave and don't think about it, just do it. Done. Done, done, done. I'll just snip here just to make it easier to come off the wires. And that was all of last year's growth, and it's just going to be even better this year. So even though you're getting rid of growth, it just feels counterproductive, doesn't it? But it is you're just going to get so much growth coming from the base, you just won't believe it. So that is it. So we've got group 1, do not prune, going to flower early. Group 2 is going to flower on last year's growth, so just a light haircut around the edge. And then we've got a group 3, prune it hard, about 30 to 40 centimetres from the ground at the first healthy pair of buds that you can see. And it's as easy as that.